Hello, hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Brian Morrison. I'm a software engineer based out of Chicago, Illinois. Coming live on Twitch. We're building the web app. I'm going to make this one quick and simple today because I was originally going to do this at 8:30 like I usually do, but I'm kind of short on time today. We had some schedule rearranges, so you got me now, and this is what we're going to do. I at least want to make good on my stream. So I don't really have any updates. Oh, actually, I do have a little bit of updates. I got 100 followers. We're up to 100 followers. I made a promise I was going to do something special at 100 followers. I'm still working on it, but I'm thinking I'm going to give away a Udemy course. So we will, we'll see where that goes when we get there. But I'm still sorting out the details. It's probably going to be a little while before that's done. If you want to hop in the conversation, feel free to join on the Twitch chat, twitch.tv/bmorrisondev, or you can join up on our Discord group. codinglive.group is the direct link into our Discord channel. Feel free to hop in there and join the conversation. It's a Discord server that's kind of in the short dedicated towards people who do live coding, but also anyone who's interested in development. Get in there, meet some people, do some networking, learn some things. Have a good time. If you want to support me, patreon.brianmorrison.me is the best place to do it. Sign up for my subscriptions, have some influences on my courses that I teach every Wednesdays, and get some of my insider notes, get some previews on building the program, stuff like that. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and switch over to my desktop and get into it because, again, I do not have a lot of time today. So here we go. Transition. All right, so you can see my screen. You can see it. So here's where we got so far. We were working on a settings pane last time, and I think we're going to keep on that track, at least for now. So all I did last time is I set it up so this way, anywhere from within the application using a Vuex store and this button up here, you click on settings and it brings up a dialog box. So we're going to build out this dialog box today, and we're going to throw a side navigation, and put some information in here. The one thing I did want to put in there is this page here. I have this import customers, which brings you into what will eventually be a list of external APIs we want to integrate our software into. So this is what we're going to kind of put in there just to get started. But there's going to be more things. I think I also have an edit profile. This is all going to go in there as well. So, all right, cool. Progress. All right. What? No, let her stay down here. She's fine. You got his thing out of the dryer, right? It doesn't matter. I'm asking you a question. It's fine. So anyway, settings pane. Here's where we're at right now. We want to edit this and blow it up, make it a little bit bigger. So under my settings, let's see, where do I got this? I think I have it under main. Is there a dialog under main? Or I have, here we go. That's what I got set here. Max width is 290. We don't want the max width to be 290. We really kind of want the max width to be like 550 we'll start off with. Go ahead and save that. Do I have anything on my app.main chat over here so I can see this a little bit better? See here. I'm going to move this guy over here so I can see this a little bit better too. Rearranging. Okay. Let's see if I can piece back together what I did last time. So I've got this. I've got just a main dialog. I'm wondering if this dialog kind of just builds back up or builds out based on the content you have in there. I'm guessing it does, and it's a vcard. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this vcard information, and we're going to put just some basic text in here and see what happens. Div, this is a test. Save that. Go back to our app and see what this looks like. Settings. Wonder if it needs a vcard in there, because I'm not even getting anything now. So I get nothing in the console. Okay, let's restart this. Go to settings. It pops something up, but it doesn't do what we want it to. It looks kind of garbagey. So we're probably going to need to put this inside of a vcard. Hopefully we can get a side nav inside of a vcard, because I don't know if that's going to work, if I'm being entirely honest. Settings. All right, I don't want the buttons in here. We can get rid of these actions. Save that, see what that looks like. Okay. Now let's try and add our navigation and whatnot in here. So we want to add a side nav, and I want to add a couple of menu items into there. So we're going to go to Vuetify's. We're going to go to Vuetify's documentation. And let's find our navigation drawer. So this is something we probably can leave open the entire time. Yeah, I have a navigation drawer and I have it permanent. So let's just highlight all of this, pop it in the V card and see what happens. Save it like that. Go back here. I go to settings, main. Okay. Well, that's good. That's what we want. I don't really want that title in there though. So let's get rid of our settings title. And you know, I almost want to see what happens if we get rid of the vcard text. Save that, go back. Settings. Settings. Something's not wired up there right, so we're going to have to fix that eventually. Settings. Okay, title's gone. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these margins. Right click, inspect. Bring this out a little bit more so we can see what's going on here. And where is this border coming from? Elevation 2. I wonder if I change the class to elevation 0 if that helps what we want it to do. So under V class we'll do our V card will equal class elevation 0. Save. Go back in here and refresh. I'm seeing some errors in the console, so I'm going to explore those in here in a minute. No, that didn't really change anything. I know I've gotten the elevation working properly in this before. Elevation 0, put it on the upper class, but it's the second one in that we're having the problem with. So, oh, it's vcard text that has the padding. So actually, if we don't need that. And inside of our vcard text, we'll class equals settings vcard. Save that. We're going to go under our styles down below. Add a class with the same thing. How do I do settings vcard? I'm going to do padding none important. I don't know if I could use none here. I know I could use 0px, but I want to see if I could use none, see what happens. Let's go ahead and refresh. I don't think I should have to refresh. It should come in automatically, but we'll see. Settings. Okay, that didn't make a difference, but let me see what, let me do an inspect here and see what it's doing now. So under, oh, did I get it? There we go. So it doesn't like none, so we'll do 0px. Save that. And there we go. All right. That's cool. That accomplishes that. Makes that style look a little nicer there. Let's see if we can add some menu items into this left-hand side here. So I have vlist, that's a title. And, oh, this is probably what the console's complaining about, because we don't have a list of items to loop through. And really, I'm not going to yet, because I'm just getting this thing built out. So let's bring that in. V icon, I don't want an icon. Do I want an icon? Yeah, I probably do. Let's see. I know this thing uses the material icons, so I'm going to see if I can find a material icon I like. Material icon. Filled. I frankly really don't care. I'm just doing this for test. Donut. Who doesn't like donuts? Donut underscore large. Everybody likes donuts. Donut underscore large. And for our title, I'm going to get rid of this title. And we're going to name this test setting. Now let's go back into here and see if we get any change. I'm going to refresh because I got some console errors. Pop this guy out, settings. Okay, we have our test setting here. I want to change application to settings. Save that. And I think I can make this a, hold on, let's back up some of this code and see where I had the click at. Okay, so on vlist title is where our click is. So we're gonna get rid of this and we'll leave the click like that. And change it back to donut large. And we're gonna change the title back into, let's just do edit profile. We'll just do profile. And then you know what? If we know this is gonna be the first one we're gonna do, instead of doing the donut, we're going to change this to the face. Or you know, I don't like that face. Let's do profile. Let's see what we got for profile. Nothing. How about account? Oh, here's an account. Account circle. Kind of like that one. Account underscore circle. We're gonna try that. So we'll do account underscore circle. Save that. Go back in here. Refresh because we made some changes. Setting. Profile. Okay, perfect. Click the button. There's nothing to click there. We don't expect there to be anything to click there yet, though. What we'll probably end up doing is we're going to make this a sub. We're going to put a router in here. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do that quite yet. vCard text. I wonder if I can get rid of vCard text. I mentioned that earlier, but I didn't try it. So let's do this. Let's just kind of break that out and put it in a different, make it different in the hierarchy. See if we can get rid of vText altogether. Yeah, we did. Cool, that works. I wonder if I could change the width. Class is title, navigation drawer, class equals settings nav drawer. And since we basically are eliminating the vCard, we can get rid of this setting, this style here, but we're gonna add one for settings nav drawer, which we just created. So we'll set this to width, let's see, max width 200px. Doesn't like it when you change it and go back in there. Hopefully I don't run into that same problem later down the road. Okay, so that's a little bit better. I like that spacing and styling a little bit better. Let's see here. So I would like to get the I don't know that I'm going to be able to do this the way that I want it to, because if I was going to put it in the router, then it would have to display, basically the route would trigger whether or not that settings is enabled or not, and I'm not going to do that quite yet. But what I do need to do is I need to change this to be, see what they're called, vContent. Let me look, actually go back to my app main. So to my app main, I have vapp, vtoolbar. Let's minimize the toolbar. And then vContent is in the right-hand side. So let's actually try and add this. So outside of my navigation drawer, we're going to add vContent. I'm hoping this goes to the right. Although I somehow don't feel like it will. No, refresh. Yeah, it didn't. No, it totally didn't. So how can we do? I wonder if I can't add another vapp in there. That's gonna jack things up. I know it will. So let's go and take a look and see what some of these things look like. So if I go under navigation drawers, here's a nav. I want to see if I have an example with a nav with something on the right hand side, and I don't see it. Yeah, see, this is going to look nice. Once I can get something like a nested list in for the settings, that's going to look real sharp. I mean, I don't necessarily need them to drop down like that, but the sections are going to look real nice. Unless I can just put something on the right-hand side. Let's get rid of our router view. I'm actually going to change this to do div. Whoops. This is a test. Save that. And we're going to get rid of these extra directives here. Keep getting in the way. I keep opening it up. I keep opening up the wrong Chrome window on the right-hand side. Settings. This is a test. Shows up below. So I need some kind of layout. Show something on the left and something on the right. I'm guessing a VFlex is probably going to be the way we want to go with this. So let's get this out of here. And I think it's v layout and then v flex. So we'll do v layout. I think row wrap. Row wrap. And then inside of there we do v flex. Flex. And we're going to do this XS3. And then we'll do another one with XS12. So basically, no, I'm sorry, XS12. You always wanted the total to be 12. You never want the total to be anything different than 12. So, okay, that should be that. Let's go ahead and grab our navigation drawer and throw it inside of there. And make this out like this. I'm not going to worry too hard about the way the code looks today because I'm going to go back and clean this up. I just want to do a short one today. Settings. This is a test. Oh, that doesn't look right. I wonder if my... Hold on. Let's see what we got going on here. That and then that. I made this minimum width 12, so I might need to do 4 and 9. Let's try 4 and 9. Or I'm sorry, how about 5 and 7? See what this looks like. I'm gonna get rid of our max width here. See what this does. Okay, that seems to scale properly. So good. It's getting where we want this to be. Let's see. Change that to settings. That, click. I'm thinking. I am thinking. For the time being, I'm going to just go ahead and add the customer. See, under settings, what do I have here? Customer integration, improvement, user, main. Is that what loads this, user main? Because really this kind of belongs under settings. Let me see what my router looks like. Router, user main. Okay, so that's user main. I'm wondering if I can go ahead and just add path, settings, name, settings. No, I don't really know how good I feel about that. We're gonna get rid of our user and get rid of settings. Just get rid of all that stuff. I'm gonna add a note for myself to see if I can figure out how to use the router to display the settings inside of there. All right. Weird text. All right, so we're gonna move user into settings. I'm gonna see if something breaks after moving that, but inside of our app main, integrations, user, settings, there's app main, here's our settings main. And we're gonna add in, just user main. And we're gonna import that component. Settings user main. And we're gonna add in, see, not props, I wanna do components, user main, register that guy in our settings component, save this, and we'll see what happens. I broke it, that's what happened. Dependency was not found. Settings user main @ / I gotta do modules app settings user main. Modules app settings user main. Save this and try and recompile again. Okay, we good. So let this guy refresh, and if I go to settings, okay, here's this. I don't like how that looks though. I don't like how skinny that is. How can I make this bigger? Make the dialog big, wider. Dialogues components, width. Search up width in here. Specify as modal to force 100% full width. Max width and the width. We can try full width and see what that looks like. What if I could do full width and max width? Or if I could just do, oh, max width is set to 550. Maybe that's why. Let's set this to 750. See, I can't even remember what I do. Seriously, I can't even remember like what I'm doing before I do it. Settings, yeah, that looks pretty sharp, right? What do I have inside of here? I bet you I got some kind of padding or something going on inside of here too. Container, div, yeah, what's going on here? Main. Content, let's go inside of that. Let's go inside of our user main and see what I got going on here. MD8, yeah, I want to get rid of this. Save that, let that guy come back. Yeah, it looks a little bit nicer. Now, also what I would like to do is I'd like to make it so the left-hand side, this doesn't scroll. Only this right pane inside of this guy scrolls. And realistically, I probably want a title up here. So, but again, this is going to be a quick one, so I'm wrapping it up with this. What I will do instead is I'm going to go, I have not maintained my backlog in, gosh, a long time. So we're going to come in here and let's see, I have I'm going to see what I got set up here. Create shortcut in settings and customer area. That is done. Create button to set up sync and user profile section. Create button to set up sync and user profile section. I think I know what I was going with that one. Let me check, see if I left myself any notes here. Get rid of you. I didn't. I'm guessing in the profile I probably want to add a button in there, but we've kind of gone the direction of using kind of more of a settings dedicated area for the app. So I think we're gonna close the sprint actually. Yeah, I think we're gonna close the sprint. So don't recall if there was a way in here I can set up. I did this at work, but now I don't remember how to do it. There's a way I can set up my sprint dates. So project configuration, iterations, sprint, set date. Oh yeah, I'm a whole month out of date on that one. So we're gonna set dates here, sprint 2. And actually I'm gonna change this to sprint. We're gonna start a new sprint tomorrow. So 4-8. 4-8-19. So we're gonna set this 4-8-19. We're gonna end, no, hold on. 4-8-19. And we're going to do a 2-week sprint. So we'll end it on the 19th. Yeah, so we get the weekends off, basically. No, you know what? I don't take weekends off from this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and set this guy right to the 22nd. So we'll do the 8th to the 22nd. All right, cool. Save that. And I might as well come in here and do the rest of these. Sprint 4.20. I like 2019. I like doing full years. I just like the way years look. So we'll do 4/22. Did it auto do 2 weeks for me? Because that'd be cool. No, it didn't. Go to 5th. Save. Set dates. 5/17. Cool. It's doing it for me now. 019. Let's go ahead and edit this guy. Edit. We're going to add this 2019. Oh, he's got to be big on that consistency front. So we're just going to keep going with this. I'm going to close it out. Sprint 5/20/2019. And finally, sprint 6/3/2019. All right, save and close that. So now I'm going to rename this guy sprint 2/25/2019 because that's when we started, even though we're a year out of date or a month out of date. Okay, I think we're good there. So our sprint is done. Our sprint is done. So I think we can close all these items out now. I'm not sure what I got going on here. Let's go. I'm actually go back in the sprint, make sure I got all my items closed. Done. This can be done. As usually be able to enforce progress on. You know what? This kind of isn't done. What I'm gonna do here is, because I want to get back on the track of doing this with sprints, we're gonna do. I'm not gonna change this to done. I'm gonna change this back to new. We're gonna add a new task in here and do allow import of multiple customers at one time. Iteration path could not be found. Yeah, I know. We're gonna create a new backlog item. Just discard. I don't even care. Done. All right, all my items here are done. Backlogs. I'm just gonna create that new item here and we're gonna create several items here for what we need to do. As a user, I need to be able to import multiple customers simultaneously from external systems so that I can manage my customers more efficiently. I think that's good. And then what else did we have on here? We're gonna do some quick ones. Add add title to separate settings pages. I think is a good thing we can do. Fix border, fix padding around customer table. I think that's kind of about it, really. If I'm looking at this the way that I want to, I wanted to inside settings, allow scroll only right pane. You know what else I want to do? I want to test this on a mobile device and see what this looks like. Yeah, I don't really like the way this looks like on a mobile device. So you gotta figure, if you're on a phone or something like that, you're gonna see all this stuff. Really, we kind of want the settings to like show in a separate pane here, which is fine. I wonder if we should create separate components for that though. Like if you're on the desktop, it shows it in a dialog. If you're not, it shows it as like a full screen kind of thing. I'm thinking that's probably a good route to go. So ensure mobile. Let's see, if working on a mobile device, show settings full screen with separate pages. I think that should do what I wanted to say. So okay, cool. I'm gonna wrap it up because that's about that. So again, if you're interested in the work that I do and you want to support me, patreon.brianmorrison.me will get you right there. Check out the website. Check me out on Twitter or Instagram is where you're going to find channel updates and stuff in real life. IRL, as people say. bmorrisondev is kind of where I'm at everywhere. So go check me out. And if you want to get into the conversation, get some networking with some awesome developers and learn from some people who do live coding on a regular basis, including myself, codinglive.group is the Discord channel. So go check that out. Thank you, everybody, for joining me and have a great day. Bye-bye.